Hello, passengers, and welcome to the Midnight Train, America's second favorite and unluckiest podcast, where we bring the dark to light, where history never dies, and where listener discretion is always advised. We dive into, make fun of, and joke about the creepy and unsolved mysteries of the world, all while bringing you as much information on each topic as possible. Look, we're just a couple of dummies that enjoy learning about dark topics, like murders, historical tragedies, cryptids, and way more. And we also enjoy joking with one another as we learn. If you're like us, and that sounds fun, thanks for giving us a chance and welcome aboard. If not, listen, no hard feelings, and, well, you can see yourself out. I am your host, the conductor of the cryptic, Jonathan Sayer, and with me, of course, it's the one, it's the only, it's the bearded co-host. It's Mr. Moody. Hello, sir.
What's up? How's it going, pal?
Oh, it's going. It's going. You know, it is. I
found out something about you today, actually.
Do we want to talk about this now?
Well, if you'll notice, I posted it under my name.
Oh, you son of a bitch! First of all, did you spell my name with an H?
I did.
You piece of shit.
I like that. That's what you're upset about.
So Moody and I, we do this virtually. Thanks to Riverside for that, by the way, riverside.com. They're amazing. Their AI, as far as how they do things to make it sound better, is amazing. Not AI as in like creating things, because that wouldn't be cool. But anyway,
they've been great though.
Yeah, it's a great program, a great whatever you want to call it, website, riverside.com. And this is not paid by any means, shape or form. It could be Riverside, just saying. But anyway, we have our own little captions under our names, and mine says it's the conductor, and it says underneath that it's Moody's impacted colon. And then under Moody's it says John eats his boogers, but it spelled my name wrong. And of course, I'm more upset about my name being spelled incorrectly. Because it's Jon.
It's because you eat your own boogers.
I do not eat. Listen, this is a horrible way to start this fucking episode, especially if you're new. But so that has always been something that I thought growing up was disgusting, right? And I have a child. I'm not going to even preface which one it is that used to do it. And I would look over and watch them as they were doing it from so they didn't even know I'm watching it.
Same here.
And then all of a sudden I'd see them do it and I'm like, what are you doing?
I didn't do anything.
What are you talking about? Like, so startled. I'm like, that's fucking gross. Stop. Don't do that. Ugh. Anyway, boogers and misspellings of names aside, our recent Patreon episode, if you are a Patreon member, you already know we talked about the Mad Bomber of New York. What a crazy story that a lot of people don't know about, where somebody for 16 years was
that was nuts,
dropping off bombs all over New York City in the...
and we're not talking about pooping either.
No, it was like the 40s and 50s, right?
Yes.
Into the 60s and possibly,
because he took a break for World War II.
Yeah, it's a great story. Get over there.
He said it wouldn't be patriotic to bomb people in New York City during World War II.
Such a weird story. If you want that bonus and the entire bonus catalog, head over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com and sign up for our Patreon. Or you can go to patreon.com/the Midnight Train Podcast. And for as little as $5, you can get all the craziness that you can get behind a paywall. And you'll also get your name mentioned at the end of each regular episode. And so the end of the episode, you'll hear all those amazing people. So, of course, get your ass over there, help support the show, and listen to some really weird stuff. And speaking of weird stuff, we mentioned, and I don't know if we mentioned on a regular episode, we discussed possibly having listeners write an episode for us.
Yeah.
Or multiple episodes, if in fact that happens. Well, we got our first submission, and I saw I didn't read it, of course, because we said we're going to go into this blindly. I haven't read it, but I do know what the topic's about, and I'm really excited about it. So we're going to make that a bonus.
Okay. All right. Beautiful.
And we'll see how that goes. And I hope other listeners out there, you passengers, listen, send us stuff. I'm totally cool with this. And this is not we're being lazy because we want someone to write it for us. I just think it'd be really awesome to read something that somebody that you guys wrote. You know,
on top of that, like how many times have our listeners?
Yeah, listeners. It's our new listener. It works. Passengers, listeners.
I was just gonna say I was in between them both.
Yeah, there you go.
But how many times have they sent us something or posted something on the Facebook page or whatever that we had no clue about?
We get topics
right?
all
But we were
the
like,
time.
dude, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
We get topics.
speaking of the Facebook page, we've been getting an influx of new people on our on our Facebook page.
Welcome to our Facebook page. That Moody is pretty much the curator over there.
Just because I post dumb shit all the time.
So he's the guy over there. So typically on Facebook, if you're talking to anyone, it's going to be Moody. Just so you guys know. Yeah, I'm too
not
busy.
as much as normal. I can't get back to you guys as much as I normally do, only because I'm not allowed to have my phone on me at work.
He got a new
top
job
secret
where he got his
government
phone
stuff,
taken away, and he has an impacted colon.
I do,
But I eat my
but-
boogers.
But I now know how to I now know how to break down and put together a 50 cal machine gun.
Yeah.
And I just learned today how to break down and put together an M249 machine gun. So
Hell yeah, that's awesome,
if
dude.
you ever need me to put together your machine gun,
And Moody's your guy. Moody's your guy.
I got you.
But yeah,
and
for
if you
sure.
want to buy one, they're only $8,000.
Yeah, it's only. Listen, instead of giving money for a 50 cal, I know where that money could be way better served, okay? And that would be at patreon.com/the Midnight Train Podcast, or head over to PayPal, where for just one time, if you want to throw some money at us because you think these guys are great. I mean, $8,000 would be great, but I'd be cool with $8. Cents is fine. It all adds
Didn't
up.
somebody send us a penny one
Somebody
time?
sent us a penny. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Listen, that's a penny saved is a penny earned. Whatever.
Look, if everybody sent us a penny, we'd have like 35 pennies. If all of our listeners sent us pennies.
We have
great.
far more listeners than that. We love you guys. Thank you very much. All right. So listen, we will save the rest of the business stuff until the end. Oh, I forgot to mention too, in that last bonus episode we did, Squire G did in fact
the new
drop
Squire G
the
single.
new single. And what was it called?
That's right. Oh shit! Was it porcelain
Porcelain and powder?
Porcelain and powder or something?
Something like that. Yeah. It's a banger.
It's about tea time.
Yeah, it's a
tea
banger.
time.
So if you want to hear that as well as the episode about the bomber of New York, get over there. That's all I'm saying. All right. So we'll save all the rest of the stuff until the end. Let's turn down the lights, adjust our seats, grab a drink, and let's get Bridgie?
Bridgie.
I don't know if that works, but whatever. But first, here's a toast to all of you beautiful motherfuckers.
So good. Fire, as the kids say.
It is fire.
It's lit, fam.
Do they still say that?
I don't know.
I feel like it changes every 2 days. It changes into something else. Yeah.
Love that piano at the end there.
The reason this episode even came into our sphere here is that we are talking about doing more of our creepy episodes that you guys loved because we go to a different country all across
We haven't
state.
done any in a while.
We haven't done one in a while, and we were talking about it. And there's always a fucking haunted bridge that shows up in every single episode.
Yes.
Every single one we come up with, there's always a bridge. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, well, now I have to know more about bridges. Okay? And there's a lot of really, scary stuff. Like, the first thing I'll say to you guys is that in the United States, 65% of the bridges that we drive across every day are in need of severe repair. Okay? 65% of them. So now, keeping that in mind as we move forward,
oh boy,
let's talk about some bridge facts real quick before we get into some of the worst bridge accidents, tragedies, disasters, whatever you want to call it, ever across the world. Okay, but first of all, the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge in China is the longest bridge in the world, stretching about 102.4 miles.
Can I say something real quick? I totally forgot we were doing this episode, by the way.
Okay.
and it's funny because literally yesterday something popped up on my when I was scrolling shit, and it was the longest bridges in the world. Right?
Really?
And I'm sorry, it was the longest bridges in the United States. So the reason that I wanted to stop you right there is because they mentioned that the bridge that you're talking about used to hold the world record for the longest bridge in the world, but then they split the category. It is now, because it is not one continuous bridge, apparently. It is not one continuous span. Like it goes it kind of island hops or something like that. So, but it's the bridge in New Orleans that I used to drive over constantly is technically the longest continuous bridge in the world.
Well, fuck my information then.
No, your information is correct.
That's it, guys. I'm done. All right, you guys have a good night. We'll see you guys later.
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, how fucking amazing would that have been if that's just what we did?
If we just stopped it. I'd be getting phone calls and texts like, dude, why is the episode 5 minutes long? Like, what the fuck? 11 minutes, actually. We're into it.
It's because we made that one 4 hours.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Oh, okay. So the Danyang Kunshan Bridge, like you were saying, or whatever, so it doesn't go all the way, so it has it stops off here and there or whatever, breaks apart.
There's points. There's points where it actually connects. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it also carries part of China's high-speed rail network between Shanghai and Nanjing, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
The Golden State Bridge here in the United States was the longest suspension
the Golden
bridge.
Gate Bridge?
Did I say Golden State?
You said Golden State Bridge. Yes.
Listen, we are going to be doing an episode that I am so excited about, and I have Golden State on the mind right now. It's about DNA and how it's right now genetically how it's solving so many different murders. Dude,
nice.
It is insane. I'm going deep on that one. So sorry if that's in my head right now. Anyway, the Golden Gate Bridge was the longest suspension bridge span in the world when it opened in 1937, and it held the record for 27 years. And I have actually been to that bridge. Have you seen that bridge before?
Oh, of course you've been to the bridge. Why not? John's been everywhere.
It's traveling.
I've been to the Golden Gate Bridge. It was really cool.
Is there actual gold in that bridge? Ooh.
Jesus Christ. If you're new here, go back and listen. That's all I'm going to say. Then in France, there's the Malau Viaduct is the tallest bridge in the world. One of its towers actually rises to 1,125 feet, taller than the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, it's huge.
Jesus.
Then let's see. Back in the U.S., we have Lake. Oh boy,
Pontchartrain.
Hey, there it is.
Pontchartrain.
Is that
That's
the one?
The bridge I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's 23 miles or some shit.
It's one of the longest bridges over continuous water, running nearly 24 miles or 38.63 kilometers for our smart listeners. Across the lake.
Fun fact about that bridge: when you get to the middle, maybe about a third of the way through, for about 8 miles, when you're on that bridge, you cannot see land.
Nope.
You're driving on that bridge for 8 miles without being able to see land.
I've seen that on videos and stuff, like Starboys, like the bike riders and stuff that go across it. I'm good.
Yep. Yeah, you can't. You lose sight of land for about 8 miles.
So you've been to that bridge, though. Look, see. All right.
That's because I lived there.
Well, you still got to. I haven't seen that bridge. I don't know. Just saying.
I've been to 7 places, bro.
And 2 of them are my house and yours.
Exactly.
Then we have still in the USA, we have the Brooklyn Bridge was one of the first major bridges to use steel wire suspension cables, helping revolutionize modern bridge engineering. Then we go to Japan, and the Akashi, Kaikyo Bridge has the longest central suspension span in the world at 6,532 feet, or 1,991 meters. It was built to survive earthquakes and typhoons, because over there, man, everything they build has to be apparently they get a shit ton of earthquakes in Japan.
Oh yeah, they
their buildings
stuff now.
Yeah, their buildings, everything.
All the new buildings, all the old buildings just fall down because there was no fucking there was no
that and what is it, tsunamis, everything has to be tsunami ready, and that's terrifying. Then we go to Italy. Hey, baba de boopy. Hey.
Let me guess. I've been to Italy.
I have been to Italy. I have not been here, though. I haven't been here. This is Ponte Vecchio, and it's famous for having shops built directly on the bridge, a common feature in medieval Europe that is now extremely rare. So on the bridge, they actually had a bunch of little shops. Yeah.
Yep.
Then we go to Greece. I have not been to Greece. Okay. This is the Archidiko Bridge. Is one of the oldest surviving bridges still in use, dating back more than 3,000 years to the Bronze Age.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Now, the next one I have been to. This is England, the Tower Bridge. It's often, it's mistakenly called London Bridge, but those are actually two completely different things. Okay. Tower Bridge is the famous one with the twin towers on it. So when you see it, you'll see the two little towers on each side.
Of course, London Bridge is falling down.
It did, I think, according to the...
Did it really?
I don't know.
I think you're right.
Did it?
No, I think something happened to it, didn't it?
It may have. I don't know. I have no idea. And then the last one for our little bridge facts here is from Denmark, Sweden, and we love you sons of bitches because I'm going to screw this one up too.
I hope they're listening.
I believe it is the Øresund Bridge, and the only reason I say that is because it's O with a line through it, Resund.
It's probably not even close.
It's probably not even close. But it's both a bridge and a tunnel, and drivers cross the bridge from Denmark.
If our friends over there are listening, please tell us how
you know I fucked
it
up. That's fine. That's fine. You can tell, but please tell me how you actually pronounce that, because it looks like Øresund. Øresund. It's a bridge. It's a bridge. It's a Øresund.
The Swedish chef now.
Please don't turn this off. I'm sorry. And we love our listeners over there. They're freaking amazing.
Oh, hell yeah. So this again, if you guys have never heard that story either,
go back and listen.
Go back and listen, because we did a whole thing about it. There was some guy. It was a podcast from Sweden.
I got lambasted pretty hard.
Oh, it was amazing.
I got roasted.
Great dudes too. Great dudes.
I got roasted in a language that I can't pronounce
or understand. But I got all roasted. You could hear is
laughter.
Them listening to our podcast and then dying and losing their shit because of how bad John was.
Because of how bad. Words. Yeah. Now, I laughed harder at that than just about anything ever. So yeah. So anyway, that bridge, the Øresund Bridge. Drivers cross from the bridge from Denmark and then descend into an underwater tunnel before reaching Sweden. So that's kind of neat.
Wow. Yeah. That's pretty fun.
All right. So those are some bridge facts. All right. But now we're going to get into some crazy shit, some disasters here. And we're going to go kind of incrementally up. So we're going to start off with kind of like the lower side of casualties, and then we're going to wind up at the high side. All right. So the first one, we got to jump on the plane here, and we're going to head to India. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a side note, I'm going to end up on the high side by the time that this is over as well.
I hope you do. I hope everyone out there is on the high side. Hopefully you guys are drinking. Hopefully the guys have got a little bit of little snacky snacks with you. You know, because that's how we do it here.
Smoking a pokey.
Mm-hmm. Smoking a pancake, piping a creep, bong in a blintz. Drink up. You know the rules. Do it. So now we're heading to Andhra Pradesh, India in 2005, October 29th to be exact. Okay. So for weeks, relentless monsoon rains battered southern India. Villages across Andhra Pradesh were already drowning under floodwater. Reservoirs overflowed, dirt roads disappeared into mud, rivers widened beyond their banks, entire communities were isolated. Near the small town of Valagonda, one particular irrigation tank, essentially a man-made reservoir, was under immense pressure. Water levels climbed dangerously high with every hour of rainfall. Officials and locals alike knew the area was vulnerable, but in rural India during monsoon season, flooding was tragically common. It's just something that happens. The rail line running through the area crossed a low bridge and embankment over a seasonal water channel. Under normal conditions, it was unremarkable. No big deal. That night, it became a trap. The rains intensified into the early hours of October 29th. Sometime before dawn, the upstream reservoir finally failed. Water exploded through the weakened embankments into a violent surge. The Delta Fast passenger train departed on its overnight route carrying hundreds of passengers, and many of these were asleep. Families were traveling for the Diwali holiday season. Laborers, students, children, elderly passengers packed into crowded compartments. The train moved through darkness toward, Hyderabad? Maybe? Hyderabad. Yeah, that sounds right. So now inside, there was dim yellow carriage lights, ceiling fans humming, passengers sleeping shoulder to shoulder, luggage tied overhead. Everything seemed pretty serene. Okay, now outside, the floodwaters were silently tearing the countryside apart. Nobody aboard knew the rail bridge ahead was no longer there. So the flash flood hit the rail crossing with devastating force. The torrent ripped away the soil beneath the tracks and destroyed part of the small bridge structure. In some places, rails were reportedly left hanging unsupported in midair. No warning reached the approaching train, no signal stop, no emergency communication, no time. The floodwaters kept rising in complete darkness. The Delta Fast passenger on the train entered the destroyed section at pretty fast speeds. The locomotive crossed onto a compromised track and immediately plunged downward. The engine and multiple coaches derailed violently. 7 cars left the tracks. Several jackknifed into muddy fields, while others crashed directly into the flooded channel below. Passengers woke instantly to catastrophe.
Ugh,
survivors, dude, could you imagine?
Yeah,
Like, I could not imagine. I'm like getting freaking like goosebumps right now because I could not even imagine that. So survivors later described a deafening metallic explosion, violent shaking, compartments filling with black water, people thrown from bunks and benches, screams in total darkness. It's just chaos. I mean, it's absolute chaos. And you're literally in the middle of the night. You're sleeping and you're like, oh, okay. You know, you're on a train, and then all of a sudden,
you're getting fucking thrown out of a goddamn rail car into a river.
Right. Some coaches landed partially submerged. Others were dragged by flood currents. One survivor recalled, quote, "We were fast asleep. The next thing the train was underwater." So now at 4:15, around 4:15 to 5 a.m., this was where true horror started. Many passengers survived the initial derailment only to become trapped inside the sinking rail cars. The coaches rapidly filled with muddy floodwater, windows jammed shut, bent steel, twisted door frames, luggage and bodies blocking narrow aisles. Yikes. The electric power
it's
failed.
Fucking dark.
It's dark. Yeah, you're talking 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And like your senses are, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You know, and then you wake to this, and so it's absolute darkness. Some passengers climbed onto luggage racks and ceiling fans to keep their heads above water. Others smashed windows, barehanded, trying to escape. And children were separated from their parents in seconds. The current outside was so powerful that some victims who escaped the train were swept away downstream into floodwaters. Entire families vanished. Then at dawn, as the sunrise broke, the scale of the disaster became visible. The wreckage lay scattered across flooded fields and water channels, overturned coaches, twisted steels, submerged compartments, bodies trapped inside. Villagers were the first responders. Local residents rushed into chest-deep floodwater attempting to, rescue people before official teams even started showing up. So these guys, like the local residents, were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But roads had been washed out by the storm, delaying emergency crews, so they can't even get there. Traffic jams and destroyed infrastructure slowed ambulances and rescue vehicles for hours. And then soon the Indian Army, they started showing up. Navy divers entered submerged coaches. Helicopters lowered rescuers onto train roofs. Gas cutters tore through steel compartments. Rescuers hacked openings into the tops of submerged coaches to pull survivors out. So like they're trying to save as many as they can. Some survivors had remained trapped for hours. Others were found just holding on to luggage racks underwater. So the next day, the death toll rose continuously. At first, just 10 dead. And not just, I don't want to say it like that, but there were 10 dead. Then there were 50. Then 77. Then over 100. Bodies were recovered from submerged coaches, muddy riverbanks, downstream flood channels. Some victims were never formally identified. Many had drowned trapped inside compartments. Others were likely swept away entirely by the floodwaters. The final death estimates vary by source, but officially they think it's between 114 to 116. And some reports actually place it at about 120. And more than 200 people were actually injured in this entire thing. So you're on a train, you're just going home. It's the middle of the night. You're not thinking anything. There's some rain going on. It's monsoon season. You're used to it. And then this happens. Like,
yeah, bridge went bye-bye.
Yeah, like what the you're talking 150, we'll say respectively here, 115 people dead.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. So now investigators concluded the primary cause was catastrophic flooding. The breached irrigation reservoir upstream unleashed a sudden torrent. Torrent? Yeah, torrent. Yeah, powerful enough to...
Torrent.
Yes. Do you remember torrents?
Torrents.
Yeah. Like the P2P torrents back in the day. LimeWire. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. I do.
How many times did you try to download a new album and it turned out to be porn?
Oh, my God. I mean, it is what it is at that point.
I mean, it's happy days for both. Anyway, so this whole thing destroyed embankments. The bridge was messed up. Not messed up, but gone. And it just washed away sections of the track. And of course, questions started popping up. Why wasn't the line halted during extreme flooding? Okay, good question. Could inspections have caught the damage? Was communication infrastructure inadequate? Were rural bridges vulnerable across India's rail network, like the entire network, not just this one spot? Are there more places?
I was going to say, you might want to start looking at all the other ones, too.
Yeah. So the officials argued that the disaster unfolded too quickly for effective warning systems. So it happened quickly. You know what I mean? It did happen fast.
Yeah.
So the image that remained burned into public memory wasn't just the derailment. It was the sight of train coaches half submerged in brown floodwater at dawn, with survivors still trapped inside, pounding from beneath the steel. So the Vilagonda disaster became one of India's deadliest rail bridge catastrophes of the 21st century. It exposed vulnerabilities in flood-prone railway. There's the word. Infrastructure. Those railways. The danger of monsoon washouts, and apparently when those happen over there, I mean, it comes down. It's not just like a little stormy. It's like a ton of water.
Yeah.
And it also showed the lack of early warning systems. So obviously they've got to figure some things out. And like many bridge disasters, the deadliest part wasn't the collapse itself. It was the water that came after. Okay, so now as we move through these, remember, we are going from 10 to 1, right?
So this was the least death toll that we're talking about.
Of the top 10 that we have, yes.
And there was 115-ish?
Ish, roughly. Ish.
So we're in for the long haul here, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Moving on up. Sorry, that's horrible. So now we're going to go and we're going to jump into our little handy-dandy train here. And we're going to go to the U.S. And we're going to go to 1981. For the Hyatt Regency walkway collapse. Now, do you remember this at all? Well, how old were you in 81?
I was one. I do think I know about this though. This is this indoors?
Well, let's find out.
I think I've heard of this.
So this was a social gathering inside, yes. At the Hyatt Regency, Kansas City, a popular tea dance fills the atrium. Hey, tea dance. I wonder if Squire G was here for that.
You think Squire G was there?
He may have been there. Yeah.
You know what might have happened? The beats might have fucking knocked out.
Is that what happened? His beats fucked it all up.
He was bumping too hard.
Yeah. I could see that happening. Because he does bump rather hard.
He does. Yes.
So now hundreds of people gather. Okay, they're on the ground floor on suspended walkways on the second and fourth floors overlooking the lobby. And at 7 p.m., they got the peak occupancy. All right, there's a lot of people there. The walkways are crowded with spectators watching the dance below. The structure consists of suspended steel walkways hung from rods connected to the ceiling. Okay, so it's like a little suspended kind of little walkway. You know what I mean? Imagine like a suspension bridge, but it's made for for people to walk across.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
In it, unknown to occupants, a design change made during construction has doubled the load on a key connection.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. So at around 7:05 here, it's fully loaded. It's maximum capacity on this thing. Mm-hmm. The second floor and fourth floor walkways are both heavily occupied. The critical failure point, the rod to beam connection supporting the fourth floor walkway, and it's also indirectly supporting the second floor walkway below it. So it's like, if you guys can think real fast, if you had a stick or I don't know, if you were holding on to like, I don't know, a ledge, and then you were holding on to somebody below you, you are the main support on that. But if you let go of that ledge, then that person below you is gone too. That's pretty much what this is. You know? So the connection is already near or beyond capacity under normal crowd weight. And then there was no visible warning. Nothing, you know, everyone's having a good time. They're partying, man, you know? Unlike some disasters.
Squire G's out there bumping.
He's got
tea time.
Yeah, he's got his little wig on and just his little penny loafers, and he's killing it.
Dude.
Yeah. Unlike some disasters, there is little to no obvious swaying. Nobody felt anything. But they couldn't really tell because everyone's dancing anyway, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's no large audible warning. Okay? You didn't hear anything. And internally, steel connections are yielding and deforming. So now, between 7:05 to 7:06, this is where shit happens. The connection of the fourth floor walkway fails suddenly. Support rods pull through the beam connection. Okay, the fourth floor walkway drops vertically. It falls directly onto the second floor walkway below it.
Oh, no.
Yes. So you're talking one on top of the other. Skadoosh.
Sandwich.
Yes.
It's a sandwich. It's a walkway sandwich.
Uh-huh. The combined weight caused the second floor walkway to fail immediately, and then both walkways crashed down onto the crowded lobby floor.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
dude.
You're talking a sandwich.
I have heard of this. Yeah.
Top of a sandwich on top of people is what happened.
That's like a club sandwich, triple decker.
Mm-hmm. So dozens of people are crushed beneath. Steel beams, concrete decking, multiple layers of collapsed structure. Others are injured by falling debris or thrown to the ground. Within minutes here, survivors attempt to lift debris, pull people free. Many victims are trapped in void spaces beneath the collapsed walkways. So within 5 to 20 minutes after here, this is when rescue responders start showing up. Firefighter.
God damn it.
I didn't mean to call you guys firefighters.
Dude, where can I get that job?
I didn't mean to say that. Oh. You guys are amazing, and for all you firefighters out there, that was some sort of a Freudian slip, and I apologize. So
that was a faux pas, if you will.
A far paw. Anyway, sorry. So anyway, the firefighters, the police, and medical teams rush to the scene. They encounter extremely heavy debris, limited access to trapped victims. They just can't get to anybody. There's too much shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's too much shit happening. And then equipment initially available insufficient to... it was all too... The equipment they brought, it couldn't lift the sections.
It wasn't enough to get,
enough. Yeah, not enough. And improvised methods are used, like jacks and cutting tools, and care is needed to avoid further collapse while, you know, rescuing these people. So yeah, you have to like be careful because this is like a suspended indoor walkway, and everyone's partying.
And then if you take the wrong piece out, then more shit falls down.
Exactly. Yeah, it's bad news. So now we're pushing about 20 to 60 minutes into this, and then more rescue operations start happening, bringing in more equipment. Teams begin stabilizing debris, systematically extracting survivors. Medical triage is set up nearby. Then hours after, some victims remain trapped for hours under heavy structural elements.
Ugh.
Rescue continues throughout the night. And then at the end of all this one's actually kind of tied for the last one. It's 114 people were actually killed. The difference between the two is, and you guys can let us know what you think. Honestly, I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Which is worse? Is it waking up in a train and then dealing with the rain and the water and the darkness and everything else? Or is it being inside, hanging out, and then all of a sudden the world comes down onto you? You know what I mean? Like, which is worse?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. In that situation, I feel like I would rather try to deal with the non-rain, flood, wind, gross, dirt, mud, fucking.
I'm definitely afraid of like deep water. So that one and being in the dark and everything, the first one we talked about, that one seems way more. And we're not negating at all what these people had to deal with. I mean, this is catastrophic, 100% catastrophic. Yeah. But that first one, that just seems way more like. Ugh. But in this one, you're just hanging out, and then just everything falls down
just out of nowhere. Yeah.
So over 200 people were actually injured on top of the 114 people that were killed for this one. And so they believe that this was all because of a design flaw. Okay, the original design, continuous rods, they used them for supporting both walkways, which I don't know why you would do that. Like,
because engineers are fucking idiots.
These ones were for sure. Because wouldn't you want them to have their own independent kind of support? And not
engineers
one off another?
Are like the smartest dumb people in the fucking world.
Okay.
And I say that because I work with them constantly, and I have worked with them for the last we're going on like 7-8 years now, and they're so fucking smart, but they're just fucking dumb.
They do something I
I'm not.
Do yet.
Listen. If you guys are out there and you're listening and you're an engineer,
fuck yourself.
I appreciate what you do, but you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I'm sure you get shit constantly from people because you do something and it seems good because all you're doing is putting it on paper. And then in real life and practical applications,
that's the key.
Absolutely no fucking sense.
That's the key. And see, that's the thing too. It's like you have to, I would assume from an engineering standpoint, you would have to calculate like the worst possible outcome, but then how do you calculate that? Because you never know what the worst possible outcome could be. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you don't know
in a situation like that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but look at the Twin Towers.
Yeah,
like they didn't expect for planes to hit that motherfucker. And I'm not getting into political or anything. I'm just talking from an engineering standpoint.
Something like that, like you engineer the walkways to support a certain amount of people, right? And then maybe they start doing this dance thing that they do all the time, and you didn't, granted, and for them, you didn't expect that, right? You didn't engineer the walkway for that purpose. Fine. But like common sense would tell you that maybe don't fucking support a walkway with another fucking walkway, but that is also just hung in the air.
But then at that point, when you go in and you as an engineer, you design something like that, and okay, here's the prerequisite of the amount of weight this can handle, the amount of people it can handle, and it's inside of a hotel, basically. You know what I mean? It's what I say it is. It's the Renaissance. Did I say that? Hyatt Regency.
Regency.
Okay, so then at that point, that's a managerial fuck up.
Yeah.
You obviously overextended the amount of weight that can be on this damn thing. So, I don't know. So at the end of it, the connection capacity was far below required strength for this, and failure occurred under normal use, not extreme conditions. That's the key on this. Failure occurred under normal use.
Yeah. I feel like, too, that, like, when you're engineering something like that, bro, you better be over engineering the fuck out of it, right?
Yeah, I guess you have to, right? You've got to like think of the absolute worst case scenario and then build it from that.
Like, how many people can fit on this bridge? Let's double that capacity for the load.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Well, now that we're going to leave the U.S. and head on over to the U.K. Yeah.
Oh, let me guess. You've been there.
Okay, yes, I've been to the... Yes, I have.
So let me ask you just before... Let's just get it out of the way now.
God damn it. Go ahead.
Of all the places we're talking about right now on this episode, how many of them have you been to?
All of them.
Okay. So I want to know.
All right.
That out of the way.
Listen, man, I'm well traveled, my friend.
Yep.
Yes. Anyway, but we have to get into the back rail car of the midnight train and use our time machine because we have to go back to 1952. Okay. So we're going in here and we're heading to the Harrow and Wealdstone, rail disaster. Okay. So at Harrow and Wealdstone Station, visibility is reduced by thick fog. Drivers must rely heavily on signals rather than line of sight. Yeah. Now there's 3 trains involved in this whole thing. A local suburban train is standing at the platform. A second train is stopped behind it, and an express train approaches at speed from, a distance behind it.
So there's a train at the platform, like unloading or loading or whatever,
correct.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then you have another train waiting to get to the platform to do the same thing.
Correct. And then there's
a third train that is on its way in.
Coming in, yeah.
Okay.
And the visibility, when I say visibility is like minimal, it is so foggy. You can't see shit.
Wait, what do they call them? The P Supers or whatever? Remember that shit?
The P, what? The P Super?
The one episode, yeah, it was the one, like the disaster episode that we did. They call them like the P Supers or some shit, like the fucking fog episodes. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, no.
Like
it sounds familiar.
The P Supers.
This is definitely pea soup. It's thick. So now we're talking about 8:19 in the morning. Okay. And
that is specific as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So now the driver of the express train misses or misreads a stop signal, likely due to the fog and not being able to see it. And
like he's on his way by, like, was that a did you guys no? All right.
Did you see that? What was that? Doesn't matter. Keep going. So the train continues at speed. High speed. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's speeding just toward the stationary trains. All right. It's still going. It's like going. And the express train then, just kind of slams into the rear of the stationary train.
Oh boy.
And the carriages telescope, crumple into each other, creating massive destruction. Debris is thrown upward and outward across multiple tracks. And almost immediately, a train traveling in the opposite direction enters the station area.
Oh, no.
It collides with wreckage, now fouling adjacent tracks.
Oh, boy.
This is a clusterfuck of the nth degree.
Is this a bridge disaster?
It's a footbridge.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So within seconds to minutes here, the crash produces, twisted carriages stacked atop one another, debris thrown high into the air, some wreckage is hurled toward or beneath the station footbridge. All right. I didn't say what kind of bridges they were all going to be.
All right. Okay. You hadn't mentioned a bridge yet.
A bridge is a bridge, sir.
It's a bridge too far.
Yeah. So the footbridge itself is damaged and obstructed by wreckage, but does not fully collapse. It becomes a viewpoint for witnesses, a critical access route for rescuers navigating the destroyed platforms. Now, minutes after, steam locomotives rupture, hot components and debris create localized fires. Many passengers are trapped in crushed compartments, injured or unconscious, and survivors on railway staff use the footbridge to cross between platforms safely, okay, avoiding wreckage-covered tracks, and the assessed while they're looking at what's going on with the destruction underneath. Right. So, and for everyone out there, if you're not familiar with what a footbridge is, if you're on a railway or whatever, a footbridge basically goes above the railway from one side to the other. That's what a footbridge is. It basically, it's a little bridge.
The bridge that you cross on foot.
Right. Hence, a footbridge.
It could be a bridge that looks like a foot.
I don't know. Did they make those?
Probably not.
Okay. So now railway workers, passengers, and locals all start to rush in. The footbridge becomes a key access corridor, allowing movement of rescuers across the station. Coordination between both sides of the wreck start happening. All right, so they're on this side, they're on that side. Remember, you had one train that smacked into one, and then the opposite side there's another train, and they're literally above them on this little footbridge, trying to see what the hell they can do.
Traffic, basically,
they're trying to figure this out. Like look down there. Let's try to, it's insane. So now, within 15 to 60 minutes here, fire brigades and medical teams arrive. The footbridge area is used for observation and coordination and moving equipment between platforms. And then meanwhile, cutting tools are used to free trapped victims. Fires are brought under control. Then hours after, it starts to become clear here. 112 people are killed, hundreds injured. It becomes one of the deadliest rail disasters in British history. The station is heavily damaged. The footbridge remains standing, but is surrounded by devastation. So now, of course, the footbridge here, it's not the cause of the disaster. It did not catastrophically collapse. Instead, it became a structural survivor amid destruction, a critical pathway for rescue and coordination. That's why I included this one, because it's not necessarily a bridge disaster, but the bridge became such an integral part of saving people and of the disaster on this.
Right.
So what actually caused it, obviously, was the fog, people not seeing what was going to happen, and then the high speed of the train coming in. So now there was no gradual failure, no bridge collapse, and the multi-train interaction kind of made the whole thing. But that's this. Still 112 people are killed on this one. But again, it's can you imagine that enclosed space? Like if you went to, I don't know for you, like go to Hopkins, the airport.
Yeah.
And then as you're walking across there or whatever, all of a sudden, I don't know, there's a 12-car pileup because something happened or whatever. And then you have to, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy and unfortunately very sad. And then now
I don't have much of a frame of reference because I've never been to Europe, dude. So I don't know you do.
You have been to the airport before, though, correct?
Yeah, but it's different, bro.
It's different, bro. Okay. Well, now we are going to Nepal. In fact, we are going to go to 1974 Nepal. All right. And we are going to check out the Mahakali River Bridge. And, let's see what happens here. So the bridge spans the Mahakali River, serving as a key crossing for local communities. It's likely a light suspension style pedestrian bridge, typical of the region. Okay. Traffic increases due to routine movement, possible, market activity or local travel peaks. So, of course, it's going to get ebbs and flows, and there's more people coming in for tourism, whatever it is, at certain times of the year, right? So now, late afternoon in 1974, more pedestrians gather at one end of the bridge, and then people move in both directions simultaneously, creating uneven loading. The structure begins to sway slightly, which is normal for, bridges like this, but now it's amplified by the load. The number of people on the bridge exceeds safe capacity. Movement slows, individuals are packed closely together, oscillations increase due to foot traffic rhythm, natural flexibility of the suspension design, and witnesses likely notice that the increased lateral swaying, so this bridge, with all these people on it, is starting to move and sway. I would be defecating myself at this point in time. Just not going to lie. And then they start hearing creaking and straining sounds.
Oh, yeah, that's... Nope.
And then the tension in the cables and joints starts to, arise. And at least one key structural component, whether it's the cable, anchor, or deck connection, is starting to fail.
Oh, boy.
A primary support element fails. They think it's either the cable or the anchorage, and this causes a rapid redistribution of load. And
no.
Yeah, and the structure, it just can't handle it. And the bridge deck tilts or drops sharply. The structure gives way a significant portion of its span here, and dozens of people are thrown into the river below.
How far above the river is it? Did we say?
Does
it say or no?
I do. I think it's in here. I think it's in here later.
Okay, yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, but see, this is why I don't go on bridges. I don't like any of it. So others are injured by falling sections of the bridge. So now the bridge is starting to collapse, and literally parts of it are falling off. And then panic erupts among survivors on both sides. Victims in the river face strong currents, possible debris from the bridge, and many are unable to swim or even are injured from the fall. Obviously, you're falling if you hit it wrong. Yeah. I'm assuming it can't be that high above the river, only because they're not like, oh, it's instant death,
Yeah.
So the locals rush to assist, throwing ropes or improvised aids, entering the water where possible, and the rescue is limited by current strength, lack of organized emergency rescue, and in casualty estimates here, it says here dozens may have died more than what they think actually did. And the collapse highlights the vulnerability of the light suspension bridges, high pedestrian loads without regulation, yada, yada. The bridge was not constructed for the amount of weight that it had on there. And at the time, it is 140 people. Yeah. And these are just people walking across the bridge.
Like there was nothing. Yeah.
Just done. 140 people were unfortunately dead after that one. Then we go to back to India, because we talked about India before. So let's go back to India. This is 1897. So now seasonal rains intensify across southern India. Weird, we've kind of heard that before. The Kaveri River rises rapidly, carrying debris and increasing in speed. Railway bridges in the region, including near Madura, are exposed to strong hydraulic forces. Water levels continue climbing. Currents become more aggressive. Bridge piers begin experiencing scouring, which is the erosion of riverbed material around the foundation.
Yeah.
And repeated impacts from floating debris, like logs and vegetation.
Sure.
Structural stability is progressively reduced, though not visibly obvious to those looking around. They're not noticing anything.
Right, because it's underwater.
Right. One or more piers are likely undermined or start to shift. The track alignment still appears usable. No formal monitoring system detects the danger. This is 1897, folks.
Yeah.
The rail operations continue as normal, and no warnings are issued because they don't see anything happening.
Right.
They don't. There's some rain. Okay, whatever.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Right. So floodwaters reach peak force at the bridge site. A pier or support element either partially collapses or becomes too unstable to support the load. The bridge is now on the verge of failure, but still looks intact to an approaching train. A passenger train approaches the bridge at, normal speed. Visibility may be reduced due to weather and fading lights. Oh, it's getting a little bit later. There is no signal system to indicate structural compromise ahead, and the locomotive begins crossing the bridge. The added dynamic load of the train further stresses the already weakened support system that it has. As the train moves onto the compromised section, a span just gives way immediately. Track alignment fails. The locomotive and several carriages derail and fall into the flooded river. Now remember, one of the first ones we talked about was in India, where it fell into the river. This is this is happening again, but prior to that. So this is 1897. You would think they would learn, but okay. So carriages are submerged rapidly in high, fast-moving water, struck by debris and structural fragments. Passengers are thrown into turbulent flood conditions. All sounds familiar. Many victims are unable to escape due to strong currents, rising water levels, entrapment inside damaged wooden and metal carriages. Wooden, because this is 1897. This damn thing's made of wood. Darkness and ongoing rain just worsen everything. So local residents and railway workers attempt to rescue. Efforts are severely limited by the flood intensity and lack of organized emergency response systems at the time, because it's 1897. And survivors are pulled from the river when possible. So the casualty figures vary widely in historical accounts, okay? But they do believe that hundreds are believed to have died in this. And the disaster becomes one of the earliest examples of highlighting the danger of bridge scour floods. And they think their overall assessment is 150 people.
And like a conservative estimate type deal?
Yeah, that's 150 people. That's the low end is what they're saying.
Yeah.
But there's no way to tell, because it's not exactly... It's 1897. Who knows if they're actually documenting things, who's missing, who's
on the train, who's not on,
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And then we are now going to go to, hey, you want to go to New Zealand?
I've never been there. I'm sure you have, though.
I actually have not been to New Zealand. Yeah. Over with the Kiwis. Let's go hang out with the Kiwis.
Fucking slacker. What are you doing?
That sounds like a really long flight, dude.
Yeah, but from what I hear, it's probably worth it, though.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty fucking sweet.
I would rather, okay, and this is no offense to our Australian listeners, but I'd rather go to New Zealand than Australia.
Okay.
I would. Only because, I don't know, I feel like New Zealand, there's less nature is trying to kill you at all times.
Man, I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty similar, but who knows?
It's just so far. I did the India trip, and that was 21 hours? Something like that. Like flying, like, it's so long. It's one of these days I'll go. Anyway, so we are going.
I'm sure you will.
Fuck yeah, I will, man. I have to. We're gonna go to the Wangahu River Rail Bridge. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And so this is in 1953. All right, so a natural dam of ice and volcanic debris holds back a crater lake atop Mount Rapahu. Hey, I think I got that right. It's probably not. It looks like Ruapahu. I don't know. Over time, the dam weakens due to the internal pressure and melting. No real-time monitoring systems exist to warn downstream areas. Okay, so I love how it says a natural dam of ice and volcanic debris, and they're just like, it's a dam. It's been there for a while. It's fine. It's fine. So the crater lake suddenly breaches, releasing a massive surge of water, mud, and debris. This forms a lahar, or a volcanic flood, racing down the Wangahu River. And the flow is fast, dense, and highly destructive, essentially a moving wall of slurry. So a thick river of shit is just going.
Yep.
I don't mean shit like physical, like feces. I mean like just debris and mud and just, it's a gross
like crap.
Yeah, it's a concoction of fucking suffering.
Ice, volcanic ash, mud, sticks, fucking all that bullshit.
That's our new band name, Concoction of Suffering.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So the lahar travels downstream toward the railway bridge at Tangawai, and there is no warning system linking the mountain to railway operations. So in other words, there's no way to tell them shit's fucking up right now. So the Night Express...
You might want to stop.
Yeah, it's not. They don't have that. So the Night Express train, the Wellington to Auckland, is running on schedule.
Whoa.
These poor guys. So 10 minutes before the train arrives, the lahar reaches the rail bridge. It undermines and weakens the bridge piers, scouring away supporting material. One or more piers shift or collapse, leaving spans structurally unsound or partially missing. And then, in darkness, the damage is not obvious from a distance. The track alignment may still appear intact from the approaching direction. So in other words, they're like, everything seems fine. They're not paying attention to this. No signal or automated system alerts the train at all. So there's nothing telling the train,
that they were,
y'all,
so you're aware,
y'all gonna die. So a local observer, Charles Parker, notices unusual water levels and damage. He runs toward the track with a lamp, attempting to warn the oncoming train. He managed to signal, but only seconds remain. Now, approximately at 10, I love how it says 10:21 p.m. approximately.
Approximately.
I mean, that's pretty fucking specific.
I was going to say, if you're going to say approximately like 10:20, approximately
right,
10,
exactly.
10:25.
Right.
Like throw an ish in there.
Right. Kind of around that time. So the locomotive crew sees the warning and applies brakes, but stopping distance is insufficient. The train is already committed at full speed. The locomotive crosses or partially crosses the damaged section, and following carriages encounter the collapsed or weakened spans. Several cars derail. Multiple of these plunge into the flooded river below. And, I mean, you guys kind of see there's a pervading, reoccurring thing happening with these where trains on bridges, they go bye-bye. So now, again, the carriages are swept away by the lahar, that's the slurry, the nastiness, smashed against debris and bridge remnants. Passengers are thrown into icy, fast-moving water filled with mud and volcanic material. So this isn't even just regular water. This is thick, debris-ridden, just sludge that if you fall into, how the fuck do you get out of that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ugh.
That sounds awful.
So the survivors attempt to climb under wreckage, reach riverbanks in darkness, and most of them can't escape due to the strong current, the cold temperatures, and all of the debris in the water. So emergency services and locals begin rescue efforts. Conditions remain hazardous due to, again, the ongoing floodwaters and all the fucking shit that's in the water. And survivors are pulled from wreckage and river wherever they can find. Altogether, 151 people are killed, give or take, making it one of New Zealand's worst disasters. Charles Parker is widely credited with saving lives by slowing the train down, even though he couldn't prevent the crash. So that's kind of, I mean, dude, it could have been way worse if that dude wasn't out there like, slow the fuck down.
I was actually wondering if they would have just gone on full fucking steam ahead, if they would have made it farther across the bridge and it wouldn't have been as bad.
So it's his fault.
I'm just like it's an honest question.
No, I mean,
though. Like,
I guess you don't really know,
because like you're slowing down, so you're putting more weight on the bridge slower in a smaller span, right? Whereas if you just barreled across that bridge,
you're saying speed up and get across faster, so that maybe
like,
it's
yeah,
not
like
as
if they
much.
would have never slowed down at all. Like, I'm not saying they would have made it across, right? But like, maybe I don't know. Maybe the front of the train gets across the bridge and they don't lose as much. You know, I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I'm not an engineer, man. I have no idea. It maybe I don't.
Look, see, we're talking about engineers again.
I see. We love our engineers out there and our firefighters. Just kidding. So now we are going to jump on the train here, which is funny. We keep talking about trains and we are the train, but we're going to go to Russia. In fact,
was Yuri involved in this one?
He may have actually been there. Yuri!
Oh, is he over there?
Yuri!
Is he hanging out?
Yuri, were you in Russia in 1983? Dude, the fuck off. All right, he doesn't want to talk. He told me to fuck
I didn't
off.
know he was still over there.
He lives with me now.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't have a job, dude.
All right.
Yeah, you know, the space rope thing didn't work out for him, and now he's trying some new shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
I don't know. I was going to ask you about space rope, and I guess because it didn't pan out.
So he had spacerope.com, and he was trying to sell space rope, but then he couldn't afford the domain, so it fucking it went away, and so now he can't. He doesn't even. I don't even know if I don't even. He may
have any.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think he actually has any, so I don't know what he was trying to sell.
Was he trying to sell it and then was going to take the money and make the space rope, or was he just trying to scam people?
You'd have to ask him. I honestly don't know. Like, every time I talk to him, he just tells me to go fuck myself. So,
yeah, I mean, he's drinking a lot of vodka, I heard.
Yeah, voodoo vodka, actually.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's a hey. Yeah, I wish I had ding. That's what we need that button. We need that button for sure. Because these are all unpaid advertisements. Anyway. Sorry. Anyway, so we are going to Russia in 1983. And this is the oh boy, Russia, you fucking with your fucking words. The Ulyanovsk railway bridge disaster. Okay. So now, in Ulyanovsk, a railway bridge spans the Volga River. Volga, that's easy. River traffic and rail traffic operates independently, but must be coordinated. A passenger train is scheduled to cross the bridge at the same time a cargo vessel is navigating the river channel below. We can all kind of see where this is going, right? So the cargo ship moves toward the bridge span and intended for vessel passage. For reasons still debated, like navigational error, miscommunication, or visibility issues, the ship is misaligned with the correct arc or span. Meanwhile, the train is already approaching the bridge at full speed. The ship continues forward without correcting course in time. The train enters the bridge committed to the crossing, and there is no practical way for it to stop. So both systems here, the rail and the river, are now on a collision path, but neither of them know about each other. There's no warning. The cargo vessel strikes a bridge or pier support instead of passing cleanly through. The impact destabilizes a section of the bridge structure, and almost immediately the train, already on the bridge, reaches the section where that's happening at, the compromise part. A span of the bridge collapses or becomes impassable just as the train passes over it. It's like the worst fucking timing ever is what's happening here. Several train cars...
That's rough.
It's like the worst timing. Several train cars derail. Some plunge off the bridge into the Volga River. Others crumple into the damaged structure. Passengers are thrown violently within carriages. Cars that fall into the river begin to flood rapidly. And then nighttime conditions start happening and making orientation and escape way harder.
I'm sure that water was cold as fuck, too.
I'm sure it's fucking Russia, I'm assuming. So survivors attempt to escape through broken windows and twisted doors. Many are trapped by the deformation of the carriages or the water ingress. And people in the river struggle with the currents, debris, and darkness. Of course, it's dark. You were in a train. You fell out. You're in the river.
You fell out?
Yeah. I mean, there is not much that could be worse than this. You know what I mean? Like, this is a shitty situation.
Yeah.
So emergency services and nearby vessels respond as quickly as possible. An initial rescue is chaotic but urgent, focusing on pulling survivors from the water, reaching partially submerged cars, and limited visibility and structural instability slows the operations. So now dozens of people are killed, but their figures, the rough estimate here, is 170 plus people.
And when was that? In the 80s?
1983.
83?
Yeah.
So at that point too, and you know how it is because you've dealt with or researched like serial killers and stuff, especially in Russia and all that. You know that they like to fudge the numbers because they don't want people to know how bad shit actually was. So they hid all that shit. So for them to admit 170 people died, there's a good chance that it was like double that.
Well, yes, I agree, because the more you say that it is, the worse it sounds. So, of course, they want to oh, no, it was not that bad.
Right.
Oh,
and they had a habit. They had a habit of doing that with everything.
But it says 170 plus. So, in other words, 170 is the low end.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So their estimate is 170, and they say plus, but they, that could be one extra. It could be 171. But their plus is probably considerably higher.
Yeah, it's probably like you said, double. It could be easily double. Yeah, but dude, what a crazy, just the fact that you had a ship going through that probably shouldn't have been there, and it didn't fit going underneath the bridge when a train is going by at the same time.
Yeah.
And then it's literally just, it is just all fucked out.
And they said that the ship went through the wrong span, basically.
Correct. Yeah.
Like they lined up, they should have gone over, should have been over farther, and they went in between the wrong spans, I guess is what it was saying.
Yeah. So the captain of that ship is
a dick.
I guess they're at fault, right? That would be their fault.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, 170 on that one. Well, now, guess what? We're going to go all the way back to 1850 now. But we're going to France. Oh, Francais. I have been there. Yes. Oui, oui.
I know you've been there.
It's very nice. I do like it. In fact, our boy Bill Birch and his lovely wife,
Katie, good for him.
They're actually in France right now on a river cruise going down the Seine River. And he was actually sending me texts last night about the Cavs while he's over there. They're 5 hours ahead of us or whatever. So he's watching the game.
That, yeah.
And he's just blowing me up. And my phone froze. So I thought we were winning the whole time.
We were winning most of the game.
And then he's just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? And I go and refresh it. I was like, oh. Oh. Anyway, go Cavs. Yeah. We got this. It's one game.
They
One
suck.
game. One game. You stop it. So anyway, we're going to the, it's either Angers or Angers River, or I'm going to call it the Angers. I think it's Angers, right? Angers?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Well,
I've never been there.
Over the Angers here, strong wind, it's Angers. Strong winds sweep across.
It'd probably be like, Angers.
The Angers River. Do you like this? Yeah, I give a cigarette to a baby. All right. So, strong winds sweep along the main river. The Bassé-Chanay Bridge, I'm sure that's right, is already known to oscillate in wind, though not fully understood at the time. So, this is 1850, folks. 1850. So, this is 1850 bridge work, and the bridge is swaying, and they're like, oh, it's normal. This is what it does. So, the rain begins, making surfaces slick and conditions uncomfortable. Okay, by late morning here, a battalion of French soldiers, variously reported around 400 to 500 men, they march toward the bridge. They are returning from an exercise and proceed in regular formation. So you have the French. Their armies, they are going towards the bridge. You know, it's normal day. It's sweets. I like it. Give me a cigarette. Importantly, they do not break step before entering the bridge. So in other words, they are...
I think I've heard of this one.
They are literally doing their march as a battalion, right?
I also think that this was done on Mythbusters. I think they tried this.
No shit.
Yes.
For real? All right,
I'll this is the same thing. I think so, yeah.
So now the soldiers began to cross the bridge in columns. Their synchronized marching introduced rhythmic forces into the structure. At the same time, wind gusts start pushing laterally against the bridge the deck of the bridge. The bridge begins to sway more noticeably than usual. And then oscillations increase as wind continues to, buffet the structure. Marching cadence reinforces the movement, a resonant effect, though not yet scientifically understood. So in other words, you've got the swaying of the bridge, and then each one of these do, as they're crossing, they got this rhythmic pattern happening. So suspension elements like cables, anchors, or deck connections are pushed beyond their tolerance. Witnesses report violent motion with the deck twisting and rising or falling unevenly. Okay? And then it just fails abruptly. The deck breaks apart. Soldiers are thrown into the river below. Large portions of the bridge follow almost immediately. Hundreds of soldiers fall into the main river, many still weighed down by their gear they're wearing. They're soldiers. They're coming back from their fucking
gear. Yep.
Yes. Some are injured or stunned by falling debris, and the collapse happens so quickly that those behind, they can't stop. It's like it's fucking, what are those fucking the little things that jump off, they say they jump off the little rodents.
The lemmings?
That's pretty much what's happening right now.
So do you want to hear something fucked up about that whole story with the lemmings?
That's not real.
No, it's real, but they didn't do it. The lemmings didn't do that shit. The people that were videotaping
the documentary,
doing all that, they made that happen.
Isn't that fucked up? That's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah, they don't do that on their own. They only do it when National Geographic is filming them, apparently.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, what was it, in the late 70s, early 80s?
Yeah, something.
It could have been earlier than that. There was a documentary where they were like following lemmings or whatever, and they were literally forcing lemmings off of a cliff.
To run off of cliffs.
To die, and they said that's how the lemmings would like sacrifice themselves. And that if one did it...
Because they would get scared and run off a cliff and everybody would follow.
Yeah.
And that's where that term comes from, like following like lemmings.
In reality, they were forcing them off.
Yep.
That's so fucked up. God. I hate people so much.
Anyways, back to the bridge.
Yes, so the current carries victims away. Many cannot swim, and rescue efforts begin from the banks and boats, but the number of victims overwhelms responders. Debris obviously complicates all the access to get to them. At the end of this, approximately over. It's right around 226 soldiers died in this.
Oof.
And the disaster shocks France and becomes a landmark case in engineering history. So remember, we're moving up, folks. We started off at like right around 112, and we're going up. Now we're at 226. Well, now we're going to 1807. So we're just heading backwards. We got the train going in reverse. And we're going to Japan. Okay, back to Japan.
1807.
This is the Aitai Bridge. Okay. So the Aitai Bridge spans the Sumida River, linking busy districts of Edo, which is now Tokyo. It used to be called Edo. A major religious festival, likely associated with the nearby Tomioka Hachiman Shrine. That's probably wrong. It draws in a huge crowd. And from early hours, pedestrians, they steadily come in over this bridge, right? They're coming in both directions. They want to go to this thing. This is a really big deal at this point in time.
Yeah.
So traffic thickens into continuous shoulder-to-shoulder flow. Vendors, pilgrims, and spectators, they all mix together, many pausing or slowing to watch processions. The bridge, made primarily of wood, or in 1807, begins to flex under sustained load. It's normal, but getting increasingly stressed, okay? So it's meant to withstand a lot, but this is a little excessive for it. So the bridge reaches maximum capacity and starts to go beyond. Movement becomes constrained. People can no longer freely turn or step aside. They are so congested on this bridge. Opposing flows, there's people coming from both sides on this bridge.
Yeah.
It creates some pressure points in the middle of the bridge. And then witnesses later describe unusual creaking and shifting and slight tilting or bouncing under synchronized foot traffic. And then structural members like the beams and joints are likely already starting to be compromised from the cumulative stress. There's just too many fucking people on this fucking bridge.
Yeah.
A central section of the bridge gives way abruptly. Wooden beams fracture, the deck opens, and people near the center drop into the river. And we're talking a lot of people. The break propagates quickly, which starts a partial failure, and it becomes a wider structural collapse. So basically, part of it falls, and then everything just starts fucking just falling apart.
Like dominoes, it fell after that.
So hundreds are thrown into the Sumida River almost simultaneously. Those nearby are either pulled in by the collapsing structure or pushed by the crowd behind them. There's so many people. And panic spreads instantly across both sides of the bridge. Many victims are unable to swim. Others are weighed down by clothing. Then there's debris, like the timbers and planks, all this shit, again, that goes into the water, and you're freaking fighting the water, you're fighting the current, you're fighting planks, you're fighting other people. Both injuries, both of these things, all these things, should I say, injure people and obstructs escape. Bystanders on the banks attempt to rescue, but they don't have enough boats. And the current and crowding, it just makes it so difficult to do anything to help these people. Survivors flee the structure. Access to the bridge collapses entirely. The festival atmosphere turns into it's mass casualties and mass confusion right now. Like everyone's going nuts, crazy. And casualty estimates here. Any idea what you think on this one? I said we were going to progressively move up. But what do you think on this one?
Shit, sorry. I'm going to say, forgot that I had it muted because my kids are fucking annoying. Anyways, I'm going to go around 288 to 300 is where I'm thinking. Somewhere in that area.
Okay. 1,500 people died. When I say there was a lot of people for this festival,
that fucking jumped because we went from 220 to 1,080, and
that's number 2 on our list, and we're heading to number 1. But 1,500 people, and that's a rough estimate, by the way.
1,080 people.
500. That's 1,500.
That's 5. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
1,500 people died.
Yes,
and that's the second most on the list.
Correct.
Boy.
Mm-hmm. But dude, think about that. Think about how many. You're talking 1807 in Japan. This was such a big event. They had so many people coming. They didn't. Obviously, they weren't prepared for the amount of people coming. Let alone was the structural integrity of the bridge prepared for this. They didn't build the damn bridge for all these damn people.
Right. Yeah.
And they probably weren't thinking. They were like, it's fine.
It's fine.
It'll be
It's a bridge.
Yeah, it's just a bridge, right? Well,
they're made to distribute loads. It's fine.
Loads. Sorry. So now we're going to go to 1809. So we're not too far away from where we were.
No.
But we're going to go to Portugal. Okay. And unfortunately, Portugal has the highest death rate on a bridge collapse or a bridge disaster ever. Okay. And this is Ponte de Barcas. I'm sure that sounds right. So now, early morning, French forces under Jean de Dussault approached the city during the Peninsular War. Okay, news spreads quickly. Troops are entering Porto. Civilians, families, clergy, merchants begin fleeing toward the Ponte das Barcas, a floating bridge made of linked boats across the Douro River. Okay, so it's a floating bridge of boats. We got that imagery in our head right now? Okay.
Yeah, like a chain of boats.
Mm-hmm. So the bridge becomes the main escape route to Villanova de Gaia, which is on the opposite bank. Okay, so they're literally trying to get out and go away here.
Yeah.
Thousands converge almost at once, far exceeding what the structure could safely support. People are carrying belongings, pushing carts, helping children and the elderly. Movement slows to a crawl. Again, they're trying to escape something and get away from imminently it's either imprisonment or death. Okay, so they're trying to get away, and they've got these boats, and they're all trying to head out. Except there's a fuckload of them.
Right. Yeah.
So fear escalates into chaos. Rumors of French troops firing or approaching from behind accelerate the surge. Fucking French. Ooh, look at me. I have a cigarette. The tightly... just kidding. I love the French. Anyway, not at that time. They sucked back then. Like, whatever. So
everybody sucked.
Yeah, so did the English. Like, everybody sucked. Yeah, exactly. Everybody sucked back then. So the tightly packed crowd begins to compress dangerously. There's far too many people. Individuals can no longer control their own movement. They are literally like a school of fish upon each other. Some fall, others are forced forward over them. So people are being like trampled on.
Right.
So the bridge essentially
because everyone else is trying to get the fuck out of there.
They're trying to flee. This is their lives, you know. So the bridge essentially fuck. Essentially, these are just boats that are just latched together with some planks. They start to shift and dip unevenly under the weight. So the mooring cables and connections strain. Eyewitnesses later describe creaking, tilting, and sudden jolts with these. Yeah. And then a section gives away abruptly. Multiple boats detach or sink. And then an opening gap happens in the crossing. Hundreds of people are thrown directly into the Douro River. Others are dragged down as the crowd collapses inward. Panic turns into catastrophe. People in the water struggle in heavy clothing. Many cannot swim. Debris, and bodies make escape difficult. And when I say there's a lot of people here, there's a fucking lot. If you thought the Japan thing was a lot, this insurmountable compared to it. Yeah, those still on the bridge attempt to retreat, causing further crushing and falls. The river current carries victims downstream. Rescue is minimal to non-existent. Boats are overwhelmed or absent, and the situation is just too chaotic. Survivors on shore watch helplessly as the disaster unfolds. French troops complete their entry into Porto. And they haven't shot anyone. They're just afraid of this. They're afraid of what they're going to do.
Yeah.
The disaster becomes one of the deadliest civilian tragedies of the war, with hundreds to possibly thousands of deaths. And do you have an idea of how many? You want to give me what you think on this one? Remember, we're escalating here, and this is number one.
The last one was 1,500.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say we'll go with 1923.
Over 4,000 people died.
4,000 people?
Over 4,000 people died. 4,000 people is their best guess, and this is 1809. So 4,000 people is what they're, And this is literally people that were trying to escape because they were worried about the French. And, you know, the French, they had Portugal under their control for a long time. And they're like, we need to leave. And they're like,
the French were like pushing them in there and they saw what was happening. They're just like, well, that was easy.
Fuck them. I mean, it's sad to say, but it could. It's very
that's
easy.
what I mean. Like, they're just like, keep fucking pushing them. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, there's less shit that we got to deal with.
So now I do have some quick hitters here. We'll go through real fast. But yeah, those are the top 10 top worst bridge disasters. And the last one, when I read that, it was like over 4,000 fucking people. That's nuts. Woo. So now there's the Dry Creek Bridge collapse in 1904. And I love how some of these are like, in the 1800s, 1904.
Yeah.
Where 111 people died.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Then there's the Rafaganj Rail Bridge in India. Again, India. This is in 2002. 103 people died.
Another rail bridge in India.
Mm-hmm. Shocker.
Get your shit together, India.
Uh-huh. Then the Germans in 1998. The Germans. Oh, look at this guy. So this is the Ashade or Ashedi, I don't know, rail disaster. 101 people died in that one. 1998.
Did anybody have a mustache?
There was a couple of mustache. They only talk about the one. Because if you talk about the other guy. Then we go to Canada in 1864.
Fucking Canada.
99 people. That's the Beloeil train disaster.
Okay.
Then in 1906, the Cimarron River Rail Bridge disaster. 100 people died. And then in the USA, here we go. Ashtabula River disaster. 92 people died.
Like Ohio Ashtabula River?
Let's see. The Ashtabula River Railroad Bridge disaster remains one of the deadliest rail disasters in American history. On the night of December 29th of 1876, a passenger train operated by the Lake Shore and Michigan Southern Railway was crossing an iron truss bridge over the frozen Ashtabula River in northeastern Ohio during a blizzard when the bridge suddenly collapsed beneath it.
Bro, that shit's like 30 minutes from my house.
That's what I'm saying. Then we have 90 people dead in 1857 in the UK for the St. John's Rail Bridge disaster.
Okay.
Then in Australia, we have the Granville Railway disaster. 83 people died in 1977. Then we go all the way back to 1845 for the Great Yarmouth. Oh boy, Yarmouth Bridge collapse. 79 people.
Where was that at?
That would be Great Yarmouth.
That doesn't help.
Let's see. Hold on, let me read. The Great Yarmouth Bridge collapse occurred on May 2nd of 1845 in the coastal town of Great Yarmouth. It doesn't tell me where this. Wait, UK. Okay.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I didn't know.
Yeah. So 1845 in the UK. Great Yarmouth. 1879 in Scotland, Tay Bridge disaster, 75 people. Then there's the Silver Bridge collapse.
Yay!
That's the one we were like, you and I were talking about this when I was first initially talking about doing this episode or whatever. And that's the Silver Bridge is like, for all of you out there, you should know by now. But that is where Mothman was said to first appear.
Yep.
I don't want to say only, but 46 people died in that one.
Okay.
But it did change U.S. bridge inspection laws.
I was going to say, that caused a whole lot of shit to go down after that.
Then there was the I-35 Mississippi River Bridge collapse, where 13 people died. The Morandi Bridge collapse, where 43 people died. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge disaster, where 35 people died. And the Tasman Bridge disaster. I don't have the date on that one.
The Sunshine Skyway.
This is my little,
I feel like I remember that.
Little quick hitters. And so most of these, I mean, as you've heard, we had some anomalies where, like, the walkways where they're at the hotel.
Yeah.
But most of this was like bridges with railroads. And then they fall into the ocean or waterways below them and they end up dying. Like, it's insane. And remember what I said earlier. Okay. Most 65% of the bridges that you cross every day are in need of repair. here in the United
and not
States.
just like in need of repair, like they're in bad shape.
They're bad. And so, yeah, I don't know, just maybe, when you go to bed at night, you're on your way to work tomorrow, just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
I don't cross too many bridges, thank God for that.
No, but you burn a bunch of them. Hey-oh!
You're an idiot.
And now, boys and girls, it's your favorite part of the show, the movie review. Which top 10 movies will make the cut today?
Ta-da! So we're going to be talking about some, of course, we're talking about movies about bridges. Movies,
movies
with bridges in them. And this is from bestsimilar.com. I don't know. I tried doing IMDb, but they didn't have shit. So I was like, all right, we'll find
bridges of Madison County. Are they?
It may be on here. You never know. The first one on here is World Without End.
Nope.
Okay. It is a drama. A drama romance thriller. Let's see. 47 minutes long. What the fuck kind of movie is 2012? It says the English town of Kingsbridge works to survive as the king leads the nation into the 100-Year War with France, while Europe deals with the outbreak of the Black Death. No idea. It's 6.9.
That's all we got.
Rating. No, there's more. The next one's 1976, The Cassandra Crossing.
Okay.
An all-star disaster spectacular telling of the terrifying odyssey of 1,000 doomed passengers trapped aboard a plague-infested train. A terrorist infected with a deadly virus boards the Stockholm to Geneva Express.
No.
Never heard of that one.
Okay.
But I bet you've heard of this one. 2002, The Mothman Prophecies. Yeah, boy. Literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mothman?
Captain Jim Mothman, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
If you guys haven't seen this movie, it's so good. Like, it's what's his freaking name? Damn it.
Is that Richard Gere?
Richard Gere, yes.
Yeah.
And it's about the Mothman prophecy, or the Mothman, and he goes down to West Virginia, and he doesn't know how he got there, and it's a whole
Captain
thing.
Jim Mothman.
Yeah, and then the bridge collapses, and, it happens.
Some stuff goes down.
Some things.
Down.
So that's a 6.5 out of 89,000, or 6.4 out of 89,000 reviews.
Oof.
The next one, I don't think these are in sequential order, because the next one is 20.0 Megaquake from 2022. It is a 2.3 out of 245 reviews.
It's probably amazing, though.
As a megaquake threatens San Francisco.
20.0 megaquake.
That's what it's called. A series of foreshocks wreaks havoc across the city. Now, an elite team of emergency service and disaster experts converge on the anticipated epicenter, working tirelessly to save as many lives as possible.
Jesus, I kind of want to watch it now.
No, you don't. Don't do that.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I do, 100%.
You should definitely watch the next one, though. Project Silence.
Oh, okay.
This is a South Korea movie.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. 5.4 out of 4,000 reviews, 2023. Due to sudden deteriorating weather conditions, visibility on the airport bridge is severely impaired, leaving behind people stranded and at risk of the bridge collapsing due to a series of chain collisions and explosions.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's 2018, House of Hummingbird.
Nope.
Next. 2016, X-Men Apocalypse. Was there a fucking bridge in this?
What?
What?
Okay.
After the reemergence of the world's first mutant world destroyer Apocalypse, the X-Men must unite to defeat the extinction level plan. Wait, what? What are we doing? Okay, the next one makes sense.
It says right here, Hugh Jackman walks across a bridge. There you go.
There it is. Perfect. Okay. Next one is San Andreas from 2015. That makes sense because there's bridges.
I didn't see that one. I know of it, but I never saw that one.
That's the Rock, right? Isn't he in that one? It doesn't give me actors in this one. Right. I hate this website.
That sounds right.
I hate this website.
What's the website?
Bestsimilar.com.
More like shit fucking bullshit.com.
Shitsandwich.com. But it doesn't give me anything. But it gives me, okay, so I'm not even lying here. So I'll go through like with the movies. It gives the genre, the country, the duration, the story, the style, the audience, the plot, the time, and the place. But not the fucking actors.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Next, 2005, War of the Worlds. That's the Tom Cruise one.
Is that the Tom Cruise one?
It was okay. I didn't hate it, dude. I didn't.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Next, 1999, The Color of Paradise. No idea.
Nope.
2000, The Emperor's New Groove. Fuck yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
I think there was a bridge for maybe 10 seconds in that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a good movie, though.
I think I found the worst movie website ever. This is amazing. But the movie's so good, though. Because that's who, that's...
if you don't like that, if you don't like that movie, dude, you just don't, I don't...
Oh, what the fuck is his name?
It's John Goodman.
Yeah.
Is Kronk.
No. John Goodman's not Kronk. Kronk is the fucking the dude from fucking
oh no, yeah. That's fucking
from Family Guy. The fucking oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Anyway,
I can't think of it either. Yeah, and then so he's in that, and then
it's David Spade.
David Spade.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. You know, the guy talks like this. I can't do it.
The fuck is that dude?
Logan does the voice perfectly, and I can't do it. Oh god, he's like, okay.
I can't think of that dude's fucking name, and it's gonna kill me.
He's amazing. Then Dante's Peak is next. It from 1967. A Fistful of Dynamite. Okay, none of these movies even make sense. I'm sorry, I wasted anyone's time with these because there was like a bridge in it. Because the next one is 2012, A Dark Knight Rises. Was there even a fucking bridge in that movie? There wasn't a bridge collapse. Oh, whatever. So anyway, well, we won't go back to that one. But that's fun. What are you looking up right now? I can see you looking at something. He's muted right now. You can see his face. I wish you guys... I'm going to post this. Just him looking like a little kid looking something up right now.
I'm back. It's Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton, that's his name. Because he was a military guy from originally,
Patrick
right?
Warburton.
Yeah. It took you that long to get that?
I don't know.
Research guy, my fucking ass.
Bro, I don't have a mouse. I'm on a laptop, and I'm fucking trying... Shut the fuck up.
All right, well, listen. That was bridge disasters. And
doing the best I can.
And the main reason I wanted to do that is because we're going to be doing more of our creepy episodes, and bridges just show up in all of those. So I was like, well, let's check this out.
There will be. I will make sure there's a bridge in the next creepy episode, which I am working on right now. So,
yes.
There will be bridges.
Where are you taking us to?
Do you want to know, or do you want it to be a surprise?
No, tell us. Yeah.
I'm working on Slovenia right now because of my wife. Her family is Slovenian, so I figured, and she's been listening to all of our episodes recently. So I figured I would give that one a go.
There you go. That sounds awesome. I look forward to learning about Slovenian. Hopefully you guys do too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the bridges, and yeah, I mean, we cross these fucking things every day. And
you don't even think twice half the time.
Yeah.
And like, the fucked up thing is there's always those bridges that you're going over. You're like, ooh, this one looks rough, And
yeah.
It's like,
And it could be a little one. It could be a little one in your hometown that like just happens to be over like a culvert or something. Or it could be like a big one, like over by us. We've got like the Valley View Bridge, and like we've got bridges all over the place that are huge.
Yeah. Even the one going through downtown, man. You go over the fucking river and stuff downtown.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to put fear into anybody's lives. That's not what we do here.
Yeah, you are. That's exactly what we do here.
But I figured it would kind of pucker your buttholes a little bit. So hopefully,
dude, Danny hates fucking bridges and heights too. So she's gonna love this.
I'm not a big fan. I mean, I don't really think about it when I go over them, but I'm like, this kind of sucks, But when they start moving, like when you're stopped on them, the worst ones,
you can feel them moving and shit.
The worst ones are the ones where they like you'll stop on the bridge and like the middle of it like turns
Yeah.
And you could feel the bridge swing.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes me want to throw up. I don't like those. Yeah, so those are bridges, folks. You know us. We like to fuck around and hopefully never find out. Do us a favor. If you liked what you heard from us, make sure to stop over to our official website, themidnighttrainpodcast.com. At our website, you can buy some super sweet merchandise.
Super sweet.
Yeah, boy. Where you can find the new Sasquatch and Mothman Cuddle Buddies t-shirt. You can get the Traveling John shirt. As well as hats, phone cases, and yes, we will, of course, be getting some Squire G merchandise up there.
Fuck yeah.
And if you like what you heard from us, please consider being a show producer. Give us your money. Show us you like us. Was that desperate enough?
That was very desperate, dude.
I'm kidding. I'm not really kidding. Anyway, just head on over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com and click on the Patreon button. Just sign up for our Patreon. It's $5 a month. You get all the bonus stuff. We try to put as much cool shit as we can in there. We like to do stuff over there that's like different than we do on the regular show. We get to kind of be a little bit more off the cuff and do like some, I don't know, some fun shit. Like coming up, we're literally going to be having listeners write scripts for us to talk about.
And John reads Bigfoot erotica.
There is that, by the way. If you guys, if you think he's kidding, he's not.
Nope.
I've literally read Bigfoot erotica, and there is more to come with that, by the way.
So good.
It was so. There were parts where I was just like, I can't read this. Like I just can't. It's so bad. And so yes, we'll be doing that again. We'll have more of the Bigfoot erotica. And if you guys, that's another thing too. I want you guys, our listeners, I want you guys to be included with everything. If there's something that you're like, listen, I want John and Moody to be uncomfortable as fuck. I'm going to send them this to read. Yes. We'll do a bonus episode and we'll fucking do it. We have no morals, qualms. Like, I don't know.
We don't care.
We don't give a fuck. We really don't.
We're too old and grizzled to give a fuck.
And we just like fucking hanging out and talking. And like, if you guys send us stuff that you're like, dude, this is a weird fucking book that I found where elves jerk off Santa Claus, you know?
It makes us happy, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So send it over to us. And you can do that at the Midnight Train Podcast at gmail.com. And that's also where you could donate to us via PayPal if you want.
If you wanted to.
If you wanted to do that, you could. You could give us throw us a couple bones. And the more bones that are thrown at us, the more we can say fuck our jobs and we can just fucking do this for a fucking living. God damn it, son of a
Oh, dude.
I know, I'm just kidding. You
are on some shit tonight.
I just had a rough day.
Me too, buddy. Me too. I feel it.
No, but seriously, we don't care if you guys send us your money. The best thing you can do is literally tell other people about the show. Just tell people,
yes,
hey, I found this fucking, this podcast, and these guys are fucking a bunch of idiots. But they talk about cool shit, and that's what I hope everyone gets from this. Like, learn something from what we do, because every time we do this, I learn something. You know?
Yep.
That's the whole point of this, right? Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. Just share the show, let everyone know about it, and just tell them, like, hey, this is it. And if you're on the socials, if you're out there on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, which YouTube, I'm going to start like focusing on that a little bit more, I think. Spotify, if you're a pooper, and if you don't know what a pooper is, well, you should sign up for Patreon, then you'll find out. You can listen to the bonus episodes on there as well. Don't forget
that our Patreon members get the exclusive drops of the Squire G tunes.
That is true. That is
the only place to find Squire G tunes right now.
Right now, until it becomes worldwide.
That's right, buddy.
Worldwide.
I heard.
You done been heard?
That he's working on a full-length album right now.
Really? So not just the singles?
No, he's working on, he said that he's going to be releasing a new single, another one coming up soon, but he's also concentrating on putting everything together for a full-length album.
That's awesome. Can't wait, and we get full, like,
we've
ahead
discussed it. We're gonna do, when he's ready to drop the album, we're gonna do a collaboration. We might have him on the show, figure it out. Maybe, go.
That'd be
there.
sweet. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So listen, you guys heard it, man. Like, obviously, if you guys make it this far in these episodes, by the way, if you make it to the end of these,
it's all for you.
It's the best part of the show. It is.
Fuck yeah.
It's the best part of the show. You are not only.
I will say this. It is my favorite part of the show is the end of it. So.
God damn it. Anyway. No, because at the end of the show, we get to kind of like, just tell you guys how we feel about things and just talk about shit. But the bonus shit, man, over there, I don't know. We just have fun and we just fucking do stuff. We've done shit
from... It's a lot less. It's structured. It's like a full episode of like the last 10 minutes of this show.
Right. It's less structured.
Like bullshit, talk about some cool stuff.
I've literally had to sit down and watch brain surgery and discuss that. I did that with Logan back in the day, so you could listen to me fucking wanting to throw up all over the place as I'm watching an actual brain surgery take place. Ugh. We've done all kinds of things, so get on over there and do that. But listen, for the people that do listen to our bonus episodes, who are our poopers, who are our favorite people ever, we love you guys so much. And if you want to become one of those, get your ass over to the MidnightTrainPodcast.com. Click on Patreon over there, or go to patreon.com. That's Patreon, by the way, and / the Midnight Train Podcast, and just sign up. You
still have to search by name, right? Because we're a over 18.
It's adult content.
So you have to search. You have to put the name in, because if you just search it, it won't pop up.
Even if you have the URL. Straight URL with the Midnight Train Podcast?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If you put the straight URL in with our name, it'll come up.
Okay.
But I think if you just go to Patreon and just try to search it, it won't come up, because we are a
adult podcast. Yes. And
parental advisory type deal.
And Patreon's trying to keep us down. Yeah. Just kidding, Patreon. We love you.
Us down, man. You can't fucking keep us down.
Can't hide me. Can't hold me. So listen, we do want to appreciate, like we just honestly, we love you guys, and if you want your name to be, mentioned, get on over there. And speaking of that, I guess now it's time to a huge thank you to our fearless executive producer, Patreon first class passengers, aka the Poopers. Chad Flint, he's back on board.
Yay! All right, buddy.
Yeah.
There he is.
Now, I'm going to fuck this up, dude, and I apologize. It's either Simon Martinson or Simone Mortensen.
I'm going to go with Simon Martinson.
Okay, there it is. Courtney Batchelor, Mike's inner juggalo, Jen Holbrook, which, by the way, she may or may not be a part of the very first listener addition to what we... Yeah, anyway. To William Santiago, Randy Corwin, Meredith Griffiths, Joel Valerio, Whitney Stevens, A Mullet 2, or Amulet 2, I don't know, Emily McCobb, Amanda Carruthers, Patrick Jones, Robert Bun Clark, Amy Moses, Abraham Moesus, Samuel Beaver, Chelsea Benz, Timothy Moore, Jacob Knoll, Ms. P, Cassandra Fuentes, Jake T, Tim Karras, Zoe Miller, Tracy Valancourt, Edgar Rodriguez, let me say that again, Edgar Rodriguez, Jenny Wynn, Riley Griffin, Amanda C, Nathan Diekman, Caitlin McKinney, we love you, Caitlin, Miles Campbell, Brian Gunselman, Pumpkin Escobar, Janet Sherrill, Justin Kowalczyk, Maria Gibbs, Chainsaw.
What the fuck?
Katie Brabenik, and of course, now out in fucking Paris, Bill Birch.
I don't even want to say it because, I just, whatever. Have fun in Paris.
Oh, fuck. So do us a favor. If you want to be mentioned on the show, be part of the family, because these people are family to us, man. We love you guys so much. Spread the word.
Except for Chainsaw. Fuck that guy.
Oh, he's just old.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's just old. It's fine.
He is. He's approaching decrepit.
No, he's far past that. What? What? No. I don't know if there's a term past that decrepit, but no. That was like 4 birthdays ago. No, he's fine. But he still has his wallet chain. That's all that matters. So we love you, buddy. You know that. Listen, get your name mentioned on the show. Help the show out. And just we'll always be so just grateful for everything you guys do. We're just grateful that you guys listen. So just do all that, and stay stay safe out there.
Wow.
And as always, until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth. And as always, choo-choo, motherfuckers!
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Support your local firefighters.